Okay, here we are in the BIOS. We're going to CPU level up to 4.2. We're going to do the memory. To XMP. That's 1600 at 1.65 volts, if you can see that. And we're gonna exit, and we're gonna save changes. Yes. I'll give you a good look at my medicine bottle and speakers while that's resetting. Mag light that I hunt with. Awesome. Oh, by the way, the reason I'm doing this is because I haven't been able to upload any videos. My two PNY GTX 580s and SLI went out, and I had no way to upload any videos. So, what can I say about PNY's customer support? Number one, as soon as you get your graphics cards, register them. There's a reason for registering them. You get lifetime support if you just take 5 minutes and register your card. Just 5 minutes is all it took me to register 2 of them. And in doing so, when my SLI setup went out, my two 580s, one of them burned up. It was run up to 97 Celsius and then throttled back to 450 megahertz on the GPU clock, and that was the end of that card. I called ASUS PNY technical support, and I got my new cards Monday, which was yesterday, and I didn't get refurbed cards, believe it or not. They sent me 2 brand spanking new, still in the box, GTX 580 liquid cooled cards. They're overclocked to 857 megahertz. Outstanding cards, man. They just perform awesome. And now that I've put this pyhsx card in, they're scoring higher than twin 680s and SLI in Heaven benchmark with all ultimate, all extreme preset settings. Alright, so there you go. Now we're running at a core clock speed at 4.2.4 megahertz. Or 4.2 gigahertz, I'm sorry. 4200.3 megahertz. Alright, let's close that out. Let's pull up precision. And there's my cards that I have installed. 2580 SLI 1660 Ti pyhsx. Let's close that out. Launch Heaven. Alright, here we go. Here's the presets. Ultra, Quality, Extreme Tessellation, Anti-aliasing 4, 1920 by 1080. Let's run that. We're only 3 minutes and 48 seconds into the video, so we should be able to get the entire benchmark. Alright, just so you see, tessellation, it's medium, settings. Got the settings here, 1080, 8 alias, 8 by anti-aliasing. Okay, we'll close that out. Settings, close that out. Quality. Quality is set to Ultra. The sound is on. And we'll go straight and benchmark that. Okay, now I'm going to sit back and get comfortable. And I will zoom in. The 580 GTX SLI, is it worth upgrading to 680 SLI? Absolutely not. The vertical V-Sync I've seen with the 680s is really not that big of an issue. I mean, if you're just wanting to blow 120 FPS through all your games, vertical VSync isn't for you. If you check that and you use VSync, you're gonna only get around 60 frames per second. I'm running a 120 Hertz monitor with the dual link DVI connector, and I'm still, when I use VSync, even with the 680, I still ain't seeing no big hit. But here we go. Here's a issue, the thing I was talking about. When you overclock your processor, yes, you do see significant gains in your minimum frames per second. On the other run, I think we was down to 14 on minimum frames per second. Now we were only at 25. Max 105 FPS is staying in the 50s. I don't think it's dipped into the 40s at all yet. Well, yeah, it had to, because we got a minimum of 25.5. We'll look and see how cool the cards are running. Top card or primary is 49, middle card is 46, and the temperature on the 660 Ti is 27, as it's only being used as physics. All I did was overclock the processor from 3.4 factory to 4.2 gigahertz. We have a minimum of 25.5 frames per second, a maximum of 105, and it's still, I really haven't, it doesn't dip down much. So let's check out the action. Let's see how it looks. Zoom us in a little bit more. We'll check out the benchmark for a little bit. It's running smooth. The detail is just awesome. Signs if you have a 580 SLI combo in your rig. If you have any kind of screen artifact, in which I really wasn't paying that much attention to while I was gaming, but I was getting some artifacts. Now, when you have cards, you know, you can tell right off the bat if you've got a bad card. If you see any kind of anomaly on the screen on a brand spanking new card, RMA it, send it back. Don't get caught with a bad card and think you think it might just be your processor or something. If you're seeing artifacts, your card's bad. Take the time, document it, do a little video on what it's doing, as I have done on all my stuff. Just the same as when my card started overheating. I grabbed my camera, started recording it. I recorded the entire meltdown. Literally, I recorded a meltdown of a GPU. Am I going to post it? No. What I will do is say you just need to document it so you can send that along to whoever you bought the card from, and you know, they'll know more about what's going on and what to do in the event that your card crashes, or they don't want to RMA it, or they want to tell you it's not the card, it's something else. Then you've got proof, just as I had. And proof is worth 100,000 words on the phone. Alright, here's our score. We scored 1,380 marks. 54.8 frames per second was about the average. Minimum was 20.4, that's a huge difference. Max frames per second was 119. You can see there what I'm running. NVIDIA GeForce 660 Ti for physics, GTX 580 combo SLI, and then we're running the Windows 7 build, 64-bit i7-2600k, and it's always going to say what the standard CPU clock speed is on here. You can see up here in the top corner that my cards are factory overclocked to 857 megahertz. I want to say something too about the Galaxy card. It's awesome. Even by itself, it's still an awesome card. Anyway, that's all for now, YouTube. I'm running out of time.